What's up guys, this is ZonalFear bringing you a Trials Evolution Gold Edition gameplay commentary. Trials Evolution then, it's a pretty big thing on the Xbox and it's very popular and rightly so. Trials Evolution is more of a sort of like stunt game rather than a flat out racer, and you kind of like have to fight the tracks as well as sort of like controls that you're using. Trials Evolution is one of the few games where I'd recommend a 360 controller. Oh, okay. A 360 controller over a keyboard and mouse. There aren't many games I can say that about, but when it comes to racers, they generally tend to work better on sort of like controllers rather than keyboard and mouse. I just can't play racing games with the keyboard and mouse. If it was a first-person shooter, I'd think differently, but as it's not, oh come on, that was a noob mistake. As it's not, I shall use my Xbox 360 controller, which is fantastic for this game. I was gifted this game very generously, and I already own the 360 version, so I kind of knew what to expect with the game. And it's basically Trials Evolution and Trials HD all bundled up into one for the PC. So what do I need to do now? Unlock B license. The game itself has like taken a long sort of leave of absence from the PC. Trials was originally a PC thing, and then it moved to console, and the 360 in particular, I've not seen it on any other console. And it kind of stayed there for a good while. So it's nice to see that Ubisoft have finally brought the game back to the PC, where it belongs. It's just as fun as the 360 version is, and I am enjoying it immensely. Except for these license tests. Come on, I've got a pretty good idea of what I need to do. And yes, I kind of look like a complete noob doing that. Up you go. Go! Fly, my precious. Wheelie towards the gap. Oh, my word. Okay, so I was saying I had a pretty good idea of what I needed to do, and I'm kind of making myself look a bit silly now. Accelerate hard and flick from left to right. I did! Like that. Come on. Yeah, the game has a lot of really sort of like cool ragdoll effects. You know, I didn't even flick from left to right then. And it's pretty hilarious the way you see sort of like your rider get crushed and things like that, as well as when they finally actually complete a level. I mean, I'm stuck. No, you don't. It runs fantastic on the PC, and the enhanced graphics look pretty cool. The only problem that I have with the PC version over the 360 version is, for some reason, when you have AA enabled, that's anti-aliasing, it seems to really sort of bog down the frame rate. Trials is one of the few games where you really need sort of like a steady 60 frames to play, and when you go from like 60 frames to 40 frames, it's quite jarring. You kind of really notice it, things start slowing down a little bit, and it's pretty irritating, and it generally tends to happen a lot on maps with massive explosions, which, considering that Trials Evolution has a lot of massive explosions, is quite frequent, and it's pretty bloody irritating. And now I need to get more medals, so I have to go back and see what I've already done. So let's give this another go and try and improve on what I've already done, which is going to be fun, because even though I enjoy the game greatly, I'm not that great at it. I spend a lot of time restarting the checkpoint and things like that, and doing stupid shit like that. So I'm definitely not going to get gold there. So nope, I don't want to be there. Get rid of Uplay. The game uses Uplay. People are a bit hit and miss about Uplay. I don't personally see the need in it. It's another thing that we don't really require. As long as you've got Steam, that should be it. That should be the only requirements. But a lot of publishers seem to be delving into their own digital stores now, and sort of moving away a little bit from Steam, which is rather odd, such as EA's Origin, and you can now buy games on Uplay and things like that. So I'd rather just have all my games ran, sort of like using Steam. So I'm not pretty fond of Uplay itself. I will get a gold on this one and do a flip while doing it, like a boss, and then oh yeah, save! I'm gonna get this gold medal, guys. Yeah, I like that. It's all about sort of like your ability to react to where the bike is going. And I do a backflip straight into it because I'm classy. Ta-da! You've achieved the gold medal. Gold medals account for 3 medals and not 1. So I need a couple more to go to the next level, which is medium. I put a bit of time into the game. Not as much as I'd like to have done. But man, it's still so enjoyable. All the skill games from the Xbox version here as well. My favourite's Gas Problem. I'm not fantastic on it, but I quite like it. I wish there was more sort of like modes like this. There's another one which is quite cool, which is Sphere. I'll show you that in a moment. And I enjoy that one as well. That one's a lot trickier than this one though. This one you basically have to go as far as you can on the little sort of like fuel meter there. And most of the time you just spend it coasting down hills and things like that, like this. And sort of like nudging your bike from left to right to try and get a bit more like speed without using any fuel, which didn't really work there. Come on, and little kick there. You get refueled. I've not got far enough to see if there's more than one refueling station. I've got about something like 320 meters, and I'd like to see if there's more refueling stations, of course, but alas, my meager skills let me down. This bit's the bit I get up to. Come on. See, you got to move backwards, forwards. Nope, it's not going to work, so you've got to apply a tiny, tiny bit of throttle to it and waste more of that precious gas. Aside from the sort of like troubles with anti-aliasing enabled, I found that disabling it, oh you bastard, disabling anti-aliasing does resolve the problem of the sort of like lagging during big explosions and things like that, which I think would be more of an optimization issue with the game itself, because this game runs fantastic on hardware that was designed in 2004, and even though my GTX 550 isn't the quickest of cards around, it's still pretty potent, and I'm sure as hell it's potent enough to actually run what is in effect a console game. So maybe there's like a problem when you have anti-aliasing enabled. I've not spoken to anyone else who owns Trials, so I wouldn't be able to say for sure whether that's the case. But I've noticed that whenever I disable it, the sort of like problems with the frame rate during big explosions goes away completely. So I'm thinking this is more of an optimization problem for the PC rather than something that's an issue with my graphics card. Go on, I'm going to beat my record now. Bit of throttle. Bit more. Bit more. Try not to flip. And over. Come on. And a bit more throttle just to get over that little bump. Like, ah, damn it. I beat it, but it was by like millimeters rather than the meters I'd like to have beaten it by. Icarus Factor, that's pretty amusing. Oh, I like this one. UFO. All the skill games are really, really cool, and they add like an element of fun to the game that's already in itself pretty fun. Just bizarre. They're really strange mini games. Whoop, woo, like that. See, I visited it. Don't tell me I actually have to land on it. There we go. I can't say I've noticed before. Like that's there. See. Oh my god. I like the 360 controller. And it really suits games like Trials. I couldn't play anything like this with a keyboard and mouse in the same way that I couldn't play a first person shooter game with a controller. What have I done now? Oh, okay. So let's restart. I see. So I can't lean backwards and forwards. Just just going straight on. Yeah, this is more like a throttle control game, rather than that's not worked. Okay, I tell you what, let's go back to the UFO one, because that one was pretty cool. There's another game as well out that's it's called Urban Freestyle, which is out for the PS Vita and PlayStation 3. I have actually bought that for the PS Vita, and it's a direct copycat of Trials Evolution. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, my bike has seen better days, along with a rider of the bike who just can't seem to be doing anything right at the moment. I've tried, I've tried Urban Freestyle, and it's a fun game, but it kind of shows you how great Trials itself is. You know, how could a game about sort of like stopping a motorbike from tipping over be so addictive? You know, and basically fighting tracks so that you don't die in a hilarious number of ways. This really is a game that you can sort of chill out to, and I do a lot of chilling out on Trials Evolution, and I do even more sort of like chilling out on the PC version because it looks nicer. I have had to tone down the resolution of the game a tiny bit as well, from my usual 1680 by 1050 down a little bit, and that's kind of like because of the frame rate problems that was caused by large explosions. So like I said previously, I'm thinking there's a sort of like an optimization issue. What? I landed on it! That's nuts! No way! That's really peed me off now. You do things and somehow you seem to crash. Let's go up. Fly! Wonder how high you can go. Yeah, that's pretty high. I think I've hit a ceiling there. Yeah, there we go. Curious. Just seeing how high you could get there. You can get pretty high, but that's not really the objective of what you're trying to do. Let's just slow you down a little bit. Bam, and off we go again to the next one, which was, I think it was below, wasn't it? So I'm already going too high here. Let's just duck back a little bit. Like that. Backwards. Back. It's quite hard to go back in a flying saucer. There's not quite a flying saucer, but a guy on a bike that seems to be able to make the thing go up and down. It also includes the sort of like track, a community track editor, which I've yet to sort of like have a go at. But I know there's some really cool tracks I'd like to try out there. And this seems rather far away for... oh, shit! No! Whoops. The track editor is something which looks really cool, and it adds a lot of life to the game, which already has loads of tracks. Way too fast there, bro. And slam straight into a shed. That is so cool. Let's go back to another skill game, shall we? Because I'm clearly failing at that one and making myself look like a right idiot. Sphere. This one's quite tricky. I like this one, but it's really hard, and I don't seem to get far on it. So let's go. So you've got to slow down and whoop, and apply a bit there, and try and slow down again just in time. That's not going to work. I wonder if this guy's going to try and shove me off, or whether it's just there for decoration. No, he was trying to shove me off. Come on! I'm going to get far on this one. Just got to get between the... oh no. Up you go! Try and slow you down and across. Ah, come on, the fuck. So start quick and... No! No! Down I go. 185 meters. That's not bad for my first try on the PC. I didn't like going down that little gap though. That wasn't cool. Human Evolution. The urban freestyle game that I was talking about earlier also has a lot of skill games like this, which is kind of why you think, oh my word. Right, so slowly and bail out. No? How'd you bail out? I don't even... Up you go. Why? I don't understand this very much at all. Let's give it another go. Not too fast though, because you fly off. So, and whoop. Aha! He's flying. He's flying, and he's dying. There you go. The wood between his arm. Interesting. So, the urban freestyle game is cool if you sort of like you're a PlayStation user who's never experienced Trials. It just feels like a sort of like copy of Trials Evolution, and when you play the game you see all the mistakes that... Come on, fly! Oh, guys, I can't do this. I don't want to restart, I want to exit. Let's go. Oh, no, let's have one more go. So whoop and whoop. Fly, 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 fly. I can't get past that grass bit. Nearly did though. The one thing that I have noticed that this particular version of Trials has that the Xbox version doesn't have is the sort of like upload to YouTube and the Facebook. So it's got a lot of social interaction integrated into the game itself. My feelings on like Facebook and everything else like that are a bit hit and miss. I don't always like the integration of Facebook and how sometimes in order to complete certain achievements you need to share things to Facebook and like that. So I'm not too keen on the social integration of stuff like Facebook and Twitter into games. I like playing my games to kind of get away from stuff like that rather than be bombarded every moment telling me that I should link my Facebook account for extra rewards and tweet this level to my friends and things like that. I just want to play a game. I don't want to make a whole social riot about it. So mixed feelings on the integration in this version of Trials. It's not as in your face as some games try to make you sort of like sign up to social websites. So I guess it's okay in this occasion. Let's try and finish this. Finish this. Up we go. There we go. Woo! Oh, come on now. Okay, now I feel a bit daft. Try and bail out over it. Alright, so I have to go around. I have to go over at the same time as the bike. So bail out once I can't do that. Oh, that's a shame. Bronze medal. I could have done better if I wasn't sort of like trying to fly across the finish line. Yeah. I think this bike's too powerful for a lot of the tracks. Maybe I need to change bike. Then again, I am already on the sort of like medium difficulty setting, so I don't know. Or maybe I should go back with this bike and sort of like complete some of the earlier tasks to get even faster times, because that is ultimately what it's all about: fast times and beating your friends and dying in strange ways. This is wow. Slam, bong, and he lives just like that. Amazing. And trial by fire. Oh my word. Oh, I was never going back from that. Now I can't get back up there now, so now I can't set myself on fire again, which sounds rather weird. Well, ultimately guys, this comes down to sort of like one thing. For you people thinking of picking up Trials Evolution, should I pick up Trials Evolution for the PC? Yes, you should. It's a fantastic game. And even better, it includes both Trials from the console versions of the game. So if you're thinking about picking up Trials Evolution, then do so, because you can go like that and land just like that. So yes, you should absolutely pick it up. Thanks for listening guys, and until next time, take care.